Well, many organizations can't say enough about volunteers and how important they are. And joining us today to talk more about is the Executive Director of Crime Victim Services, Amy Wiechert-Bailiff. And thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me, Holly.
Okay, so volunteers are important to your organization too?
Just like many organizations, we definitely rely on volunteers and appreciate the invaluable contributions they give to the individuals we serve in the community.
What kind of things do volunteers do for you guys?
So at Crime Victim Services, volunteer work is very intensive, but we definitely work to prepare our volunteers for that. We have two programs that rely and kind of focus on volunteer efforts, and that's our Volunteer Guardian program and our Court-Appointed Special Advocates program. So our Guardian program is going to be focused on assisting individuals who are deemed incompetent by the court system, unable to make their own life decisions. The volunteers are appointed to be able to protect that person and help make life decisions for them. In our Court-Appointed Special Advocate program, those volunteers are charged with being advocates for children in the court system who've experienced abuse or neglect. So both very significant roles, but really making sure that we're understanding what the environment is for that person that they're appointed to, and making sure that they're safe and their needs are met.
Right. So that sounds like perhaps a lot of volunteers. I mean, how many do you need for that kind of work?
So we are always looking for volunteers to grow the amount of cases that we have, and so it's an ongoing effort to recruit and train new volunteers. Unfortunately, there's no shortage in the needs for assigning to those cases, but really making sure that we're appointing individuals who are compassionate, well-trained, committed, and the right type of person to be able to handle this significant experience.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned training, because when you were talking about some of those jobs, I'm like, whoa, I don't know what to even start to do, you know, but you train the volunteers. So if someone is interested, they should feel comfortable knowing that they're going to know what to do.
Exactly. So when individuals reach out to us, they're going to go through that screening process to make sure that we're matching them appropriately to the work that we're asking them to do. But then they'll undergo training that equips them with the skills to be able to handle the role. Both of these responsibilities are connected to court systems and working with a variety of professionals in the community to partner with and to be able to facilitate for best outcomes for individuals. Our staff then are the ones who are assisting and supporting those volunteers as they move through those casework. So we're continuing that training as they're handling cases, and then providing that one-on-one kind of mentorship to make sure that we're there to answer questions and to assist them with whatever occurs.
I'm assuming you don't have enough staff then to do the work that they're doing, right? I mean, if you didn't have any volunteers, you'd be overwhelmed.
We do, and these are volunteer-driven programs. In those programs, the staff exists to support the volunteers to do that work. That's the beauty of these programs that exist, and really making sure that we're supporting that sort of neighbor-to-neighbor community volunteer effort to be able to support victims of crime in new ways. Yeah.
So those are your two big programs. I mean, do you have any other, like, you know, help in the office or other side jobs too for volunteers?
From time to time, we have different needs that exist, but those are primarily the responsibilities that we need filled and the greatest need that we see in the community.
Yeah, so they're really important then to Crime Victim Services.
They're very important, and you know, we've had volunteers who have served with us for many years, and when you look at the depth and significance of the work that they do, that just shows it's a great testament to the individuals that we have in the community, giving their time and their resources and really their compassion for their neighbor to be able to assist in that way. It also provides them a lens and kind of what is happening in the community and the greater ways that they can support. Lots of great friendships built too. You know, having that community of other individuals who are committed to the greater good is a big part of our building that connection with others in the programs.
Right, yeah. So it sounds kind of like it's a win-win. They're helping you guys out and the people in the court system, but they're feeling fulfilled too and feel like they're really helping.
Our volunteers definitely talk about the fulfillment they get from the impact that they're making. That is not why they set out to do this work, but when they see those individuals that they're serving thriving, you know, when they didn't start that way, that is a big part of what keeps them moving forward and continuing to volunteer in this work.
Important volunteers. So New Year, thinking of some place to volunteer, perhaps maybe think of you guys.
Reach out to our organization, so you can call us. There's a form on our website that has a volunteer interest form, and we'll definitely connect you with the program that's the right fit, or talk with you about what your interests are.
Very good. Great stuff. Thanks for coming
Holly.
today. Good to see you. All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.